MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's on to Game 5 of the National League Championship Series between the New York Mets and the Colorado Rockies. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, this is still anyone's series here as we get ready for Game 5.
Well, they're down 3-1, so it's do or die time now. That's not a good place to be, obviously, but we do see some teams play their best when their backs are up against the ropes. The key is to just take it one game at a time and not worry about how many more wins you need.
All right, the stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you, folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. Home side about to take the field. This place is jumping. Here's public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2020 Colorado Rockies.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Mark DeRosa, how do they go about keeping this series alive?
Well, Matty, the key to hitting the Coors Field is the fact that there's so much outfield ground for those guys to have to cover. There's a lot of base hits. Don't fall in love with the fact that you're going to drive the ball out of the park. That's going to happen naturally with just a good approach and a good pass at the baseball. But there's a lot of ground to cover in that outfield, which screams there are a lot of hits to be had. So here's how the Colorado Rockies are positioned defensively. And guys, can we lock in on the Gold Glover at third base? I've played this position. You got to do so many things. I mean, you have to have just the quickest hand. Reacting on one-hop liners. You have to have the ability to take away the bunt, a la Adrian Beltre. And
Take the base. Leading off for the Mets, the third baseman, Alfredo Martinez.
First offering on its way. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground to short. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Hey guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside and fighting it off for a nice base hit.
Batting sixth, the catcher, Evan Gaddis.
From the stretch. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call.
Hey, when one of your better pitches is the straight changeup, you can't be afraid to throw it at any count and at any time. And hey, first pitch, if they're going to take it for strike one, they're going to give it to you. Go ahead and throw it.
Pitch inside, the throw. Throw won't get him. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. And a dive, but he's back in there. He's running again. A bouncer up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Danny, how frustrating is this right here? First and third, you got problems all over the place.
Well, you come right out of the dugout, right? You're starting an inning fresh. You're expecting to have a 1-2-3 inning. You look up, and all of a sudden, first and third, nobody out. It's time to make some good pitches.
Number 52.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. And they're runners at the corners now. And this one's too far inside, ball 2. Now the 2-0 home. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
2-2 now.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or you're still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have 2 strikes. You can bury one for a potential strikeout, and at worst, keep the ball down in the zone. You might be able to turn one pitch into an ending double play.
And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
Batting it.
Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Dominic Smith. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch, and that's high for a ball. 1-0.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. Martinez, the runner at third. Gaddis over at second. Cespedes at first with no outs. Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? Hit in the air to shallow center. Bosarge has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ball game.
Man, this is a spot where you really want to get greedy as a hitter. Bases loaded, nobody out. You're hoping for that big swing of the bat. What does he get? A sacrifice fly, and only 1 run scores. I'm sure he wanted more, but he's not going to complain about the RBI.
Play ball. He's out. 3 out. 3.
Now to the plate, Alfredo Martinez. He reached on a single in his first try.
Alfredo Martinez.
Here comes the first pitch. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Bosarge going back out of here to the deepest part of the yard. So a 2-run shot to left. The Mets have got it up to a 5-0 game now.
I think if this pitch would have been a little higher and in on his hands, it would have been effective. But he left this one belt high. Big mistake. He's a guy that will.
Three.
Ready to take his hacks again, Alfredo Martinez, as he'll look to follow up the two-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. He's set. Here it comes. 0-1 the count. 5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. High in the air and deep to left center field. Looking up is Dahl into the bleachers and gone. So a 2-run shot to left center, his second of the game, as this lead swells to 7-0.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
Let's play ball. Ball 4. Take the ball. Out. 3. He's out. Out. 3. He's out.
Ready for another shot now. Bobby Bosarge. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Bosarge.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. His line to left. And that's in there. Base hit. Walters ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. And he's safe at the plate as they inch back here, but there's still a ways to go.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Play ball. Ball 4. Take the base. 3.
Alfredo Martinez will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take you back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Bosarge moves over, and that retires the side. So stepping in, Alfredo Martinez, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Martinez.
He's set and the pitch. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go.
And bye-bye, that one's gone into the bleachers.
So a 2-run shot to left center, his 3rd home run of the ball game, as this is now a 5-run cushion.
Wow, talk about a man rising to the occasion. If this team rolls through the playoffs, I think he just made a convincing case for the MVP. Sure, it's only one game, but that's his 3rd homer of the game, and we're not done yet. This is the kind of stuff legends are made of.
Play ball. Ball 4, take the base. Ball 4, take the base. That's ball 4.
Alfredo Martinez will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. First pitch coming. Here it is. Squared that one up just a little late. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah,
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning, 1 error in the inning, and 1 man left on base. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Top of the order due up. It's the Mets 12 and the Rockies 4.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
12-7, the final score in this ball game. The Metropolitans